Hey everyone, so in today's video I'm going to be showing you some of my travel essentials. I thought these would definitely be some great items for you to possibly take on your next trip. So if you are interested to see what those items are, just keep on watching. Depending on my destination, some of these items might be a little different, but I figured I would include typically the ones that I bring the most, along with some new items that I recently picked up that I thought would be perfect for my upcoming trip. So the first thing that I always bring with me, even if I'm just going on a little road trip or whatever the case is basically a packing cubes. I find that I'm just so much more organized, and I just love having specific packing cubes for items. So another essential for me is basically whenever I'm traveling is bringing a jewelry case. Now in the past I used to put my jewelry in like little baggies or like little dust bags. I find having an actual traveling case is definitely a lot easier, and it definitely is a lot more compact and organized. So what I really love about this one is that it is the perfect size. It's not too big and it's not too small. I do have one that is slightly smaller that I would typically take if I'm going on a shorter trip and organize my necklaces perfectly without them getting tangled up. And then I have some slots if I want to bring some rings, and then some other slots and areas for me to put other jewelry. And then I also love that it has these little removable slots where I can basically put my studs on. So I really love this case. I got this one at Marshall's and it was definitely a great deal. It was only $12. So sticking on with the jewelry, some jewelry that I will be taking on my trip with me. If you guys aren't familiar with this brand, it is Luisa. I definitely love wearing their pieces. I've had them for quite some time, and it's a really great sustainable company, and I love how they have one of a kind jewelry along with some minimalistic pieces. I have 3 new pieces. One of them I'm actually currently wearing, which I have been wearing ever since I got it. This little cuff for my ear. I want a new look, but without that commitment. I really love that Ana Luisa has that. So one of the pieces that I have, which I think is just perfect because I can either wear it as a set, I can wear it separate. One is a tennis style, which I love with the diamonds. It definitely looks very nice and shiny. I find that that would be perfect for dressing up in the nighttime when I'm going out to dinner. And then it also has just your classic chain, which is in these beautiful links. So I love that versatility, and their jewelry typically is gold plated. So if you are looking for great quality jewelry to travel with, I would highly recommend it. What I love is that this is a little bit more personalized because it does have the letter S. So if you want to use this as like a layering piece, which I will definitely be doing, or just having it on its own, I think this is great. They always have different promotions and sales if you are interested in any of the jewelry pieces that I showed you, or if you are curious just to see what jewelry pieces they have. I do have a coupon code that you can use to save 20%. The next essential that I always like traveling with is, of course, a mini umbrella. Now this one, I specifically like it because it's very lightweight. It's not very big and bulky, but it also is very sturdy. I actually have this same umbrella in another style, so I think this is just perfect to bring along on vacation because you never know whether it's going to be rainy, whether it's going to be extremely sunny, and you want to shade yourself from the sun. So my next essential is basically these power banks. Originally I would always just buy your typical like cheap ones that you can either get like at the dollar store, and they are great by all means, but the only difference is you do have to keep it attached with a cord. But what I love about this one is that it's more so wireless, in the sense where you just hook it to your device, whether it's your phone or your iPad or your tablet, and you can be using it at the same time cord free. And I thought these were a great buy from Amazon. So moving on to my next essential, which is not necessarily essential for everyone, but for me personally I think it is. So basically it's this little gadget. You might be wondering, what exactly is it? It is for your phone. What's really great about it is that it can actually attach on to almost anything or any hard surface with a little clamp that goes down. You can practically attach it to anything. It specifically shows in the display is like if you are traveling on a plane, you can attach it to the food tray in front of you, and you could be watching stuff on your phone. But I'm going to be using it for many other purposes. I find that it's actually sturdy enough if I wanted to take pictures, if I want to take any type of videos, and then not only that is if I am going to be doing any type of vlogging or any videos during my trip, I can maybe attach this also to my suitcase, any hard surface if I need to use it as a makeshift tripod in case I don't want to travel with my tripod. I think this is a great option. And what is nice is that you can either film or take pictures in landscape mode or portrait mode, because it does also rotate, which is really great, and it is pretty compact, so it does fold down very nicely and it doesn't take up much space at all. So the next essential that I will be traveling with is something I typically always travel with, but now I finally have a better version, and it basically is my earplugs. Now these are the Quiet On, and I did do a review on this brand if you are interested in checking it out. So these are noise canceling earplugs, and of course whenever I'm on the plane, definitely a necessity, so I always like to travel with earplugs. So this will be the first time I'm able to travel with these ones, so I'm super excited because not only do I like to wear earplugs on the plane, sometimes depending on the hotel or resort I'm staying at, I end up wearing earplugs as well when I'm sleeping. So moving on to some beauty items that I always like to travel with. Now also depends on how my hair is styled, because I do straighten my hair a lot. I am definitely going to be needing to bring a straightener with me just to do a few little touch-ups, whether I want to curl my hair or whatever the case is. I always recommend traveling with a smaller straightener. I have like a bigger one, but for this trip I'm either going to be bringing along my T3 one, and as you guys can see, it is quite small and nice and compact. Now this one does have a cord, so depending on where you're going, you want to make sure that you'll be able to plug it in. Or I have this wireless one, which is from Conair. I think this is definitely really perfect. You have to charge it and then you're good to go. What's cool about this one specifically is that not only does the inside plates get warm, but the outside ones can get warm as well, depending on what setting I'm using. So if I'm going to be straightening my hair, I can use the one setting, but if I'm going to be curling my hair, I can use the second setting. So the next item under beauty items is this mirror. When I seen someone else talk about it, I bought it right away, and honestly, I'm really happy that I did. I typically will always travel with a handheld mirror or like one that is a little more smaller. Depending on the lighting situation in your hotel or resort or whatever the case is, sometimes it's not ideal, or sometimes you need to look very close up. So I find that just having a little mirror to travel with is definitely very essential. And what's great about this one specifically is that it actually is a light up mirror. It has 3 different light settings, whether you want to be using more of a cool tone, light, a warmer one, or one that's a little in the middle, I would say. And then also you can dim it as well. So it has many great reviews on Amazon, and a lot of people have mentioned they like traveling with this one, so I highly recommend it. So if you're like myself, whenever I'm going away on vacation, of course I'm always going to be wearing makeup, but I like to sit in the sun. I like to get a little darker or tan, so normally I will always go with my classic color that I'm currently wearing. And what's great about this one, it actually does have SPF, because sometimes I do forget to put it on my face. Having an SPF foundation makes a big difference. I think it's just a great idea to basically bring a shade that is slightly darker but in a smaller version, so at least that way you can still wear your makeup but also get that coverage that you need in the shade that you would want. So this one is actually more so a tinted hydrator from Tarte, but overall I would say it does give me great coverage. So another thing that I definitely recommend bringing along with you on your trip, now obviously for everyone it might be different. Whenever I travel, sometimes I do break out, sometimes fortunately it is that time of the month and a pimple might appear. I think on my last vacation I literally got my period on the plane, and throughout my trip I did have a breakout, which was quite annoying, and I didn't really have anything to treat it. So now whenever I'm traveling, bringing any type of acne care is a must, because you never know whether you need it, whether your friend or your family or someone else needs it. Definitely recommend it. So this is just a pimple patch that I will be taking along with me, and then also take maybe like a cream or something to fight if I do get any pimples, but I'm really hoping I don't. But overall I think this is just a great idea to have along with you in your toiletry bag, just in case an unexpected guest joins you on your trip. Last thing that I also wanted to include is basically I got this new travel backpack. Now I honestly seen a lot of reviews and people talking about this. I typically do travel with a backpack as my personal bag on the plane. Some people use it as their carry-on, but when I seen that this one had so many different compartments, I thought it was perfect. But it comes in various colors and sizes from Amazon, but overall I think this is just perfect. Even if you don't necessarily want to use this for vacation, I think even just as a general backpack in the summertime, or if you're maybe going on a hike or whatever the case is, maybe even for work, I think this is great. It has so many compartments. It even has a little spot where you can have a power bank and attach a USB to charge your phone. It has a luggage strap to basically hook onto your luggage. I think it's perfect. So overall, it has many different great compartments. So that's basically all for today. I hope you guys found this helpful, and in case you are interested in any of these items that I showed you, of course I'm going to link them down below along with a coupon code for Anna Luisa so you can shop their jewelry. Now if you made it this far, I want to mention that this is also going to be a giveaway. I'm going to be giving away a $50 Amazon gift card, so in case you are interested in any of the products that I showed you that I got from Amazon, of course you can shop it as well for your next vacation, or in case you just want to use it just in general, definitely can do that as well. So all the information on how to enter the giveaway will be listed down below, and if you guys have any comments or questions, of course leave it in the comment section, and I'll see you all in my next one. Bye.